All right, so let me continue in this sister message. Mr. President again gave a broad mandate to the armed forces, again because this is not the first time. The president will be giving the armed forces this clear approval to deal with this. And this time in this sister message, the president said he has given them clear directives to the armed forces and all relevant security agencies to end insecurity decisively and without delay. Because you've just talked about the service chiefs, you've talked about the Minister of Defense, how do you evaluate the current state of Nigeria's defense capabilities?
Thank you very much. You see, insecurity is not just the way we look at it from our own, maybe I will call it a superficial perspective. Insecurity is deeper than that. When we said we will give marching orders to the service chiefs, to the security agencies, to end this insecurity, it doesn't just end like that. It has a history. Insecurity has a history. It has a causative agent. It grows through a period of incubation. When insecurity matures, that is when ordinary people in the street will begin to feel it. We brew insecurity because of negligence. Who are these bandits? Who are these Boko Haram? Who are these people we give all nomenclatures to? They were the people we refused to educate 40, 50 years ago. Where are these people coming from? Are they ghosts? They are Nigerians. They are within our territory. And human beings in Nigeria live within either the states, local government, chiefdoms, emirates, and family levels. These people are not strangers. To come back to your question on assessing the performance of the service chiefs and the Minister of Defense, there is no bad army. There can only be a bad commander. The Nigerian army from 1960 to date have performed wonderfully well everywhere, anywhere, at every point in time they are assigned to do so. They performed very well in Congo in the early 60s. They performed very well in Sierra Leone in Liberia. They performed very well even before the advent of independence during the colonial era as a West African Frontier Force. They performed very well. In Cambodia, in Yugoslavia, Nigerian armed forces, police have always performed well. The same armed forces are still here. What is lacking is the leadership. Okay. Who is providing the leadership? What strategy is the Minister of Defense using to manage the security situation in Nigeria? Which is his mandate? To manage the armed forces. Policy formulation, funding, welfare, so community engagement. Yes.
So, Mr. Fabian, you've just insinuated that yes, Nigeria's architecture, security architecture, must be rejigged. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
One, the architecture of the security system has to be adjusted to suit the peculiarities. It's not that it is faulty, but we have peculiarities. The dynamics of the crisis we have here is not the conventional type. There is the contents of people in government not being sincere, especially with issues of security and insecurity. The president, as far as I am concerned, have done what any president who is committed to security of his people should do by making budgetary provision. In fact, for the very first time, we're having defense having the highest allocation in the 2025 budget. All right. Meaning the president is committed to security of the country.
And despite this commitment, I mean, sadly, every region in the country is experiencing insecurity. Lives have been lost every other day to all sorts of criminal and terrorist activity. I'm still speaking, Mr. Fabian. I said, sadly, every region in the country is experiencing insecurity. Lives have been lost every other day to all sorts of criminal and terrorist activities under different nomenclature. Bandits, terrorists, unknown gunmen, ethnic clashes, herders, farmers clash, kidnappers. These are those who have said said, there are those who have said, perhaps it's time for us to embrace our reality, which is that Nigeria is at war with itself. And with that, the military would be able to face these terrorists hands-on. And this balancing act may be subdued. What's your take on that?
I think when you said Nigeria is at war, yes, because we have wars, rumors of wars, kidnapping, community attack everywhere. Yes, we are at war. Recently, generals, retired generals, former ministers of defense are calling for self-defense. People should make arrangements to protect themselves. It's a good idea. It's a good call. The risk is that when they finish protecting themselves, the arms that they are acquiring to protect themselves now will become weapons of another crisis in the future. So when the generals, the well-wishers, well-meaning Nigerians are telling their own people within their own constituencies to defend themselves, I look at it, say it's a good idea for now, but it's not sustainable. Sustainability
is it
means
even realistic,
solving today's
Mr. Fabian?
Without yes.
Mr. Fabian, is it realistic